All right, today we're going over the Peekaboo stance. So it's the first thing you want to learn when you're going over this style. It's a little bit different from the traditional style. In a traditional style of boxing, when you're in a stance, you're going to be a little bit more turned, what I call a skinny stance. So I'm going to turn off at like a 45-degree angle this way, right? So in the Peekaboo, we're going to be squared up. We're going to square that stance up. We're going to keep those elbows in nice and tight to the body. Keep that chin down right here, nice and low. Hands up on the cheekbone right here, okay? So I'm gonna have Issa demonstrate here. He's gonna start, just go ahead and start with your feet completely squared up. So his feet are completely squared up. Put them about shoulder width apart right there. Feet shoulder width apart. There you go, good. Bend your knees a little bit right here. He's gonna keep his elbows in nice and tight to the body, right there. Protect the body. Because I'm squared up, I'm gonna be, exposing a little bit more body, so I gotta keep those elbows in nice and tight to the body right here, and that's gonna protect a lot of those body shots, okay? So he's nice and tight with the elbows in here. He's gonna have his hands on his cheekbone. Keep the chin down, because when your chin's down, the only thing exposed is this part of your head. That's the hardest part of your head right there. So if I get hit here, there's a good chance it's not gonna hurt me whatsoever. If my chin goes up and I start getting hit with those shots, that's gonna be a lot of damage, right? So I'm gonna keep that chin down nice and low. We're looking at the opponent's chest the whole time, okay? So this guy's chin down, forehead right here is the only thing exposed, elbows in. He's gonna drop his right foot back just a little bit right there. Good, he's gonna keep that back heel off the ground. So his left foot is in front a little bit, okay? So it's not completely different from a normal stance. We're not completely turned sideways, but we do have the left foot in front. We're just a little bit more squared up, and that's gonna change the way we do a lot of things. It's gonna allow me the opportunity to create angles moving to either side a lot easier, okay? Go and show a spring step over to the right side. So spring step over to the right. Good, back, spring step right. Go, and back, good. So instead of, in a traditional stance, we're gonna step in, pivot. We can pivot this way, pivot back here. Instead of doing that, we can use what's called a spring step. Because I'm a little bit more squared up, I can step over to the side right here, create a quick angle on that, okay? It's a little bit more squared up. Another thing is, the way we slip punches is gonna be different, okay? When I slip punches in a traditional stance, because I'm turned, it makes it a lot more awkward for me to slip. So when I slip here, I'm dropping down like I'm taking a bow, and what I'm doing is leaving my head off the line, okay? That can be dangerous. I've clipped right here, my head's off the line, I don't have a lot of protection under my body, okay? From the Peekaboo stance, when I slip, I got my whole body underneath me right here, and I'm moving more side to side, right here, okay? So slip to the side right here, slip to the side right here, okay? Go and demonstrate that one time. Just like that, good. So the slips are gonna be a little bit different, and we're gonna go over this more in depth. Quick drill we can do, this is the most basic drill for slipping punches in the Peekaboo, is put our arms out to the side right here. Put your arms out to the side, go and get your stance like you're in. Just the right foot a little bit, right there. And we'll just go side to side right here. Side to side. And just build up over here, because this is gonna be what we're using a lot with those slips, okay? You can do this like 100 times before you get started training. It's a really good exercise, so when we start slipping punches, that movement's very natural for me, okay? So again, one more time. Good stance, feet under the shoulders, a little bit more squared up with the feet. Go and scoot the right foot over a little bit more. There you go. Keep those knees nice and bent. Good knee bend. We're gonna be making a lot of lateral movements, a lot of twisting, changing directions constantly. So we have to have our knees bent all the time. Plus we wanna stay low and get underneath the punches, okay? So his knees are bent right there. Keep the elbows in nice and tight to the body. Hands are gonna stay up on that cheekbone. Very important, keep that chin down, nice and low. So the only thing exposed is right here on the crown, okay? That's a good Peekaboo stance right here. This is the first thing you want to learn. Everything else comes from this. This is the first step, okay? Most important thing in fundamentals is learning the stance correctly, okay? Good Peekaboo stance right here.